Yo, welcome back to my bathroom, guys. I'm gonna talk about shoulder impingement. So I'm on a journey with this thing, man. So I'm still dealing with shoulder impingement, but I have found out ways to make it better. I got to the point to where they're never like totally injured to where I'm like totally screwed, like at a bench press completely, but they're always messed up enough to where I pretty much, safe to say that I'm not really messing around with overhead presses right now. So that's like the one exercise that I for sure cannot do. Doing upright rows, that's like sometimes I could do them, but I'd rather just not screw around with those at all. There's no point. There's plenty of other exercises that I could do aside from that. So I wish I could do the overhead press, but I'm not doing that right now. Even if I tweak my form to where I curve my fists at a 45-degree angle, and I make sure I don't go all the way down. You don't want to go too far down, just like this and like that. So even when doing the best protective form that you could possibly do, it's just still too much strain on my front delts with the impingement. And so I'm not doing those right now. But if you didn't know about that better form, at least be doing that if you're strong enough and you can handle that. But I wouldn't recommend it if you have shoulder impingement. Bench press, I'm still able to do it. The reason why my shoulders got injured in the first place, pretty sure it was due to overuse. And the overuse wasn't intentional. It's because I'd be working out my front delts on shoulder day, and then I'd be working out my front delts on arm day, and then I'd be working out my front delts on chest day due to improper form. So an example is when you're doing dumbbell curls like this, if your arms are going too far out, you're going to start putting stress on your shoulder right here. So make extra care to keep my elbows in, and you're trying to do a bicep workout, don't start going like that. You're gonna hit your shoulders right here. Another one is when you're doing bench press. So flaring out your elbows I was putting a tremendous amount of strain on my front delts, probably more so than my chest. And it was like a crazy experience to learn the correct form for the first time, because I was like, wow, I've been doing this incorrectly for years. For sure, that was one of the main contributions to my shoulder impingement. So don't flare out your elbows when you're doing bench press. You want to keep your elbows in. And the best way that I figured out how to do this is bend the bar. So grab the bar, literally try to bend it, and your elbows will automatically come in and your chest will automatically flex and become activated. And so once you got that bend the bar, chest activation going, then that's when you press. You're going to save your shoulders from getting jacked up from doing that. So those are two things that I'm doing. So I still do bench press, and I'm still able to do pretty much all my workouts. And now when I do delt day, so my split right now is chest, back, arms, shoulders, legs, repeat. And so, yeah, I know some people think it's kind of weird to have a special day just for shoulders, but that's how I do it, okay? And so on delt day, I'm basically just doing side delts and rear delts. That's it, because my front delts are, first of all, kind of injured, and they get plenty of work on chest day, even with my corrected form. I'm doing dips. I'm doing, my front delts get sore. And even some of the side delt workouts that I do, and a lot of the back workouts I do, push-ups and all that, it works out my front delts. So my front delts are getting plenty of action. And so on delt day, on shoulder day, I'm just doing side delts and rear delts. And just the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try doing an overhead press on the machine with not go too heavy, just see how I'm doing. And it hurt like hell. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try doing that, but this time I'll just use dumbbells and I'll go light and I'll do 30 pounds, whatever. And then I hurt myself. And so I got through it, but it was hurting after. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to backtrack my healing progress on this, so I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. So that's basically what I've been doing in the gym to continue going. My shoulder impingement, sometimes it's on the left, sometimes it's on the right. Now, one thing that did help a lot is getting plasma injections at the doctor. They basically extract plasma out of my shoulder, out of the one that's doing better, and then they inject it right back into me in my other shoulder, and it promotes healing, and that has helped a lot. But I mean, if you're just re-injuring yourself because you're doing incorrect form and you're just going to the doctor and saying, hey, fix it, I messed myself up again because I'm not working out properly, then obviously that's not gonna work. So make sure you're doing the right form, make sure you're staying safe in the gym, and also combine it with getting plasma injections, and your healing will be doing a lot better. Another thing that I was doing wrong, that was probably the biggest, if not one of the biggest contributions to my shoulder impingement, was the way that I've been sleeping. And so y'all know that if you have shoulder impingement, you're sleeping on your shoulder a certain way, it's gonna freaking hurt. And I think that's probably what damaged my shoulder in the first place, was sleeping, putting a ton of pressure on my bed. I'll show you the stupid ass way that I was sleeping right now. So, sorry my bed's not. Basically, I was sleeping like, I'm a side sleeper, okay? So if you're a side sleeper and you have shoulder impingement, you're screwed, just like me.
Where's my other pillow, dude?
And then I usually put a pillow in between my my legs. And then I'm like laying like this, right? And this arm's like kind of like, this is such a stupid way to sleep. I just don't know how else to sleep. Like, is this how regular people sleep? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with my body when I'm sleeping. So I like to do this, but then my arm's like stuck like this. It's like retarded. And it's like, and so I have to like get a pillow and there, now I'm good. Right? Because otherwise it's like, ow, it's like hurting. And so I like to put it on something. But where I screw up is I start going like this. I freaking swing my leg over, start kind of sleeping on my stomach. Don't ever sleep on your stomach. You're going to jack up your back. That's probably what helped cause my anterior pelvic tilt too. Like, just a messed up way to sleep. It's going to screw up your posture. But then I start crushing my shoulder, falling to sleep like this. Like, that is such a dumb, don't do that. And so basically, like, I try to set myself up to where I'm sleeping like this, have my legs like this, and so I'm less likely to roll forward on my shoulder. If anything, I'll lean back like this, and this is way better for the shoulder. So I try to sleep in a way that if I start moving in my sleep, I'm more likely to go this way than that way. And so that's what I do to sleep on my side. If you really want to jack up your shoulder and make it worse, sleep like this, or sleep like some... I went and saw a physical therapist for my jacked up shoulder, because I was in a car accident too, and that also helps make it worse. Do this stretch. This is good for shoulder impingement. My dumb ass was doing this. That's like 10xing your shoulder impingement. This is just driving further shoulder impingement. Don't do that. It actually hurt while I was showing you that. So you want to do it the opposite. Do it like this. Do it like that. This is good. Those are all good. Door frame stretches like that, those are all good. No, careful not to overdo this one and tear your whole arm out of its socket. And now another good thing that I learned about, I had a little miniature session of it done, bone scraping. So I had this done on my PT too. Luckily my PT, he was actually struggling with shoulder impingement himself. And so he knew all about it. He was treating himself with it currently. And he did a little bit of bone scraping on me, and that is painful. And he let me know that I had a ton of inflammation going on, probably due to the overusage of the muscle. And so that's not going to help. That's going to make that shoulder impingement stay how it is or get worse. So you got inflammation in your shoulders, massaging it, bone scraping. Sometimes you need to do bone scraping, and it freaking hurts, but it's going to help the inflammation go down. I take turmeric pills. I make sure my diet is full of anti-inflammatory stuff, and I try to stay away from processed foods and stuff that's gonna make the inflammation worse. So take a hard look at your diet, guys. There's a lot of stuff that we eat that we don't realize is causing inflammation, and there's a lot of natural foods that we can eat that help reduce inflammation. You don't want to be like taking ibuprofen and all that. That's bad for you. So it's best to reduce inflammation in a natural way. Unless you got like a gnarly inflammation going on, then take some ibuprofen, but don't use it like regularly, like your regular anti-inflammation thing. That's not good, okay? Epsom salt baths are good. I hit the sauna, that's good. Chirotherapy is one that I've been wanting to try, that I heard is really good for inflammation, but I haven't tried that yet. But I do hit the sauna a lot. Another thing I've been doing to help prevent this from getting worse and to help strengthen the muscles that help prevent this from happening is rotator cuff workouts. So one is you could do this with resistance bands. My favorite way to do it is with the cable machine at the gym, of course, just like the pull-off press, but you could also do it at home or anywhere with resistance bands. I got it attached to this tree right here, and this is just a 10-pounder to show you guys. And so first one is internal rotation, rotator cuff internal rotation. So I just do this 10 times on each side. That's an internal rotation. 3 sets of 10 on each side. And then I also do external rotations. And do external rotations like this. Do the same thing, do 10 sets, 3 sets of that. And then sometimes, some people like to go do the whole range of motion. Right now I'm just kind of like to do those because it's a lot, because I do 4 different exercises. So after those 2, then there's this one. So this is one of them, trying to get a nice tension on it. So push your shoulders all the way back, make sure they're not forward, and just kind of think of yourself as a robot. Just try to bring it straight down. Keep your shoulder in place. Don't bring it forward. You're just a robot. And do this 10 times, 3 sets. You should feel it on your rotator cuff. Do that on both sides. And then same thing. And you come back, you do it like this. Have your arm like this, shoulder back all the way, and you do the opposite. This is upright, external rotation. You do the internal and external. So 10 of those. A plate, whatever size you want. This is a 25 pound. You hold it out in front of you, and you drive. Ooh, this is hard to do with the 25 pound, for me anyways. Hold it out in front of you. Ooh, gosh. That kind of hurts. Feel the shoulder impingement while doing that, so I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. 10 pounds. That's a lot better. Like, even though it's not that heavy, it's heavy for my shoulder impingement, because you'll feel these muscles rotating as they're being worked, and that rotation is what you want. So it's going to get your muscles under tension and working them out while they're in different positions. And so 10 reps, 3 sets, same thing. I think that's actually my favorite one, because that really just, especially after doing all the other workouts, it's a great finisher. So do that to strengthen the rotator cuffs. Make sure you're not sleeping that way I was showing you not to. Try the plasma injections. Yeah, make sure your form is correct when doing any type of movement that might include your front delts, even if you're not targeting your front delts. And that should help you guys out. This stuff has been making a difference for me. Like I said, I'm still dealing with shoulder impingement right now, so I'm kind of learning as I go. But those are some of the mistakes I've made, and these are some of the things I've learned along the way, and so far so good. It is getting better, and so I'll give you guys an update on this as time goes on. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any good feedback for me, or if you guys know any good information about shoulder impingement, feel free to share it below, man. If you guys have any questions about anything, sorry, there's freaking flies, mosquitoes and flies. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them below. If you guys want to see anything specific, let me know as well. Thank you guys for watching. And also, if you guys are thinking about buying one of these, don't. Oh yeah, and if you guys want the resistance bands that I've been using, the link in the description, and I pinned it in the comment as well. I left these out in the freaking sun for a really long time. Don't do that, because if you want your bands to break and disintegrate, look at this. So I left these tied to the tree, like a smart guy. I left these tied to the tree, and you could see it starting to break. That's from sun damage. It is over 110 degrees out here during the day, and this was out there for like over a week. I don't know how it didn't break right now during demonstration. And this one, same thing. This was tied to the tree out there, and it looks damaged, but somehow they haven't broken yet, so they're pretty decent. Just don't leave them out in the sun. I don't know how much longer they're gonna last now.